Tell me, does it make me crazy? Well, maybe I got something that I can't explain, and the beauty of it never changes. It's got me wrapped up, I'm all caught up, I can't help but say, I'm a guy girl, that's who I be, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. No, I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl in a crazy world. I'm a guy girl, that's who I be, from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I can't deny it, wouldn't even try. I'm your girl for the whole wide world to see. And when my ears start hearing what people say, hurry up, and look, 'cause time's ticking away. Well, I'm not being lazy, I'm just waiting for, still waiting for the ride.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim.
Alrighty then.
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Healthy Hair with Shanel.
Whoop.
You.
Yes.
Yeah.
2013
Yeah.
of the second. Alright.
Yeah.
Reading from Covenant for Reigning Truth Ministries.
Yeah.
Number 8 says, we are the temple of Yahweh. We shall not defile this temple. 1 Corinthians 3:16 through 17.
So be it.
The Spirit of Yahweh dwells in our body, therefore we shall glorify Yah in our body and in our spirit, which belongs to Him. 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20.
So be it.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight, Father, to ask that you just be with us, Father, to help our minds, Father, and our bodies, Father, to just receive what you will have us to receive, Father.
Yes.
We pray that any obstacles, any
Yes, God.
controversy, any negative spirits,
you,
Father,
Father.
just leave so we can receive what you will have us to receive,
Lord,
Father.
in your
We
name,
pray
Father.
for guidance, Father. We
Yes.
pray for help, Father, and we pray for
Yes.
the ability to receive the
Yes.
information you will have for us today, Father. We also pray for a spirit of fun, spirit of
Yes.
joy, and
Yes.
a spirit of happiness.
Thank you,
In
Father.
Yeshua's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Woo.
Father, hand clap praise.
Yes.
Happy here with you. And I have been looking forward to this day
Yeah.
since
Yeah.
I started this
Yes.
class.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Yes.
To see
Oh.
Yeah.
the incorporation
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
of what you guys have been learning
Yes.
thus far.
Yeah.
So today,
Yeah.
for those who do not know, is the day we will share our results for the 6-month challenge.
Yeah.
6 months. Well, technically 7, because I'm just a nice kind of girl, you know, and I let y'all have all of February when it should have just been February 1st. Yeah, so in case you just want to add a little bit more guilt onto that, that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So this is how we are going to partake. I sent everyone that participated in the challenge from the beginning an email last Tuesday, around that time, and it had some questions for you guys to fill out, and to show your progress from before and after. And I put a little questions in there to kind of get you thinking a little bit to see why you were able to receive the results you received, or maybe if you didn't receive the results you wanted, we can take a look at what's been going on and pretty much just kind of get in your mind to see what you've been thinking for these last 6 months, because this challenge was to not only see results. That was not the primary goal for this challenge. What that goal was, I've noticed that we're going on 2 years in a couple of months in Healthy Hair with Shanel.
Wow.
And for some reason, we are not getting the results we should be getting after
Wow.
being 2 years on this journey together.
Chip.
So, it'll be 2 years in June for those who's counting.
Wow.
So, we're not there yet,
Mm-hmm.
but my first year on my healthy hair journey, I gained some length.
Wow.
I gained quite a bit of length,
Yes.
and I learned a whole lot, so much. But I know everyone's not as into it as I am, or will go that extra mile to do the research and such. That's why I'm here to help.
Yes.
So, this is how we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Whoever the first victim
Uh-oh.
will share pretty much that sheet that I sent out.
Okay.
For those of you online, if you got some before and after pictures, send them through, what's the easier way, Skype, so I can take a look at them, and so I can see what it is you guys are doing already. Elder Linnell did send me hers, so I glanced briefly at it. I saw the pictures. We're gonna talk about that, and so you don't have to resend yours if you don't want, but Minister Buona, yeah, okay, just send it through Skype if you went ahead and took those pictures. So whoever's the first one's gonna be, just pretty much go down the list. And we are not only going to review what you have, but we are going to thoroughly
Ooh.
find what it is that you need to either keep doing
Mm-hmm.
or change.
Okay.
Because I refuse to go a second year getting no results. I don't want, we will not do that.
Yes,
There's no
yes,
purpose
Yes.
in going a second year with, if not the same results, worse results. Something is not being grasped if that's the case. Or if you are getting amazing results, then we want to go knowing exactly what it is you need to keep doing to keep those results up. Okay? Yes.
Okay.
So, first batter up. Who wants to get it over with?
Do it.
By get over with, I mean we spending 30 minutes on you. But since we already have a victim, Elder Felina, please come and share.
Oh, I gotta come up there?
Well, I'll go over there and look at your pictures. You got your
Okay.
pictures?
Yes.
Okay, you can sit and share.
Okay. Okie dokie. Looking at my before and after pictures, I am really amazed by that's before. And that's after.
Ooh!
I'm amazed by.
Get up on that haircut!
Woo-hoo.
For those who have not seen, there is a dramatic difference in the
Yes.
before and after.
Yes. If the first section is what is your regimen? I watched, this was what I started out with, but toward the end I didn't quite finish. But anyway, weekly or sometimes bi-weekly with Neutrogena Triple Moisture Cream Lather Shampoo. And also once a month with the Suave Clarifying Shampoo. That's the washing. Conditioner was Neutrogena Triple Moisture Hair. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, not that one. The other one. The Daily
SUD conditioner.
Thank you. That was every time after the shampooing, and then Elasta QP leave-in conditioner after washing. Uh huh.
They want to see
My pictures.
Oh, you guys want to see? Okay, I will make that happen. Can I unplug for a second?
Yes. You can unplug briefly. Okay. Brace yourselves.
This
That-
is her before.
Before.
Hold on, wait for it.
Dun dun dun.
And that glare is actually a glare in the picture, it's not the computer. Okay,
Yes.
that's before.
Yes.
Then after, we lock this. but
Drum
it's okay
roll.
because
Oh,
of
sorry.
technology. No. Wait. Goodness gracious. That's still the before picture. Okay. Anticipation.
Oh, yes, yes.
This is the after picture.
Boom.
Woo!
Yes! Oh.
Got it? Okay.
Woohoo, woohoo. Yes. Yes, I got hair.
And that folks, y'all saw it?
Any responses, Pastor Man?
Let's see.
Yes.
Are they turned up?
Oh, it might not be turned up. Yes.
They were turned down?
Hold on, let me see.
Okay, the main volume is down.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. While we wait, I think I said it right with the Elasta QP, the leave-in conditioner after I wash.
Stage two?
Yes, thank you. I was forgetting some of the names. Anyway, and then moisturizer, I was using that's the Neutrogena Silk Touch leave-in cream. Also, I started using the S-Curl No Drip Activator and Moisturizer the last couple of weeks, and it worked okay when I tried, anyway, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
So I just started using that, and I am trying Elastic QP, olive oil, and mango.
Woo!
Yes, mango body moisturizer. The oil I've been using, I oil the scalp every other day, and I have mostly in parentheses. Do Grow Mega Thick Growth Oil or Profective Mega Growth Anti-Thinning Stimulant. Did I see it? Should I wait?
Ellen said, yes, she's seen the picture, I don't know why.
Okay. Continue.
And hot oil treatment, I used either extra virgin olive oil once a month or Dew Growth Mega Thick Growth Oil. One of the two. I did a hot oil treatment once a month. Protein treatment I did once a month, and I cannot think of the name of that stuff. For some reason, it was the one you recommended for me to try.
Protein treatment, was it green? The bottle?
No, it's like a round, I think it's brown. I might be mixing it up. Cause I can't.
Protein treatment, it was in a jar?
Yes. Oh, it's a common product. I cannot think of the name of it though.
Organic root stimulator hair mayonnaise?
No. Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. Yes. Shoo, organic root stimulator hair. Yes. Mayonnaise.
Organic root stimulator hair mayonnaise. Woo!
Yes.
That's awesome.
I love that one.
Oh, mic check.
Do I need to turn this?
Ellen, right now, you ain't got to do more for me.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we just making sure, yeah, got you.
Yay!
That's it,
Oh.
Oh, okay. Continue.
And I have included in my regimen the low manipulation hairstyle, which was the 2-strand twist or twist out occasionally. I started using Echo Styler olive oil styling gel to help with the twist outs and the twists last longer. Okay, I believe that's all in my regimen. I might have missed something. But number 2 says, what was your goal at the beginning of the challenge? And my goal was healthier looking hair, thickening to thinning areas in the top and front edges, continued less irritated scalp and growth. That makes sense.
Okay.
And did you achieve your goal? Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
I go first for that.
Yes.
She achieved her goals.
Yes. I still got hair. Yeah. Number 4 says, did you gain any length? If so, how many inches? This is where I messed up. I said, yes, I'm unsure of the inches because it's very hard to measure due to the shrinkage and the limitations with I can't hold it and pull it and stuff. Okay. And then what was your favorite product? And I said, can I have more than one? I put Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioner. Did I even say that in mine?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's I had to pick one, that's the one.
Okay.
6 is, what would you do differently if you were to take this challenge again? And I would say, I'd make sure that I have the products that worked on hand at all times and be more faithful in to the regimen, even when things, thrown my way. Final thoughts, I said, I am so encouraged by the progress of my hair, and I'm more confident in looking for and trying new products that may help me on my healthy hair journey.
Woo! If I had clap hands for that. Amen. So it seems Elder Felina had a successful 6-month hair challenge. My questions to you are, of all the products you named in your regimen, do you feel they are all sufficient? I heard about the S-curl that it was in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but besides that, do you feel like you'll continue to use those same products, or do you feel like you need help finding a different one for some?
Well, in our last class, I remember you talking about possibly changing up some stuff. So I wanted to find another shampoo and conditioner so I can bounce between the Neutrogena and the Neutrogena product. Just have another shampoo and conditioner that I could use. Remember you said sometimes your hair.
Like a clarifying shampoo?
No, just the regular.
Oh, you mean just how it like gets used to the product?
Yeah.
And you're just trying to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the scalp, oil for the scalp. That's what I sometimes my hair just don't like the do grow. It's just so that I do need help with that.
Okay, so the shampoo thing, that's optional, not a necessity to
Okay.
your regimen. If you want to spend the extra money, go ahead and change up. But you like your shampoo that you're using now?
I love it.
I would go ahead and continue using that.
Okay.
And then if you feel like it's not effective anymore, then I suggest looking for another one to kind of switch it up. But since you haven't run into that problem yet, no need in,
Okay.
spending extra money. As for the oil, you said you do grow and mega grow?
Yeah, the Profective.
Perfective, right.
Yeah.
You don't like neither one really?
No, the
Just the do grow?
sorry. The do grow sometimes makes it feel irritated, my
Okay,
scalp.
so we're gonna stop using
Okay.
do grow immediately,
Okay.
cause no need to push that if it ain't helping.
Okay.
So go ahead and take that out the regimen. You could bring it here if it's still like enough and see if somebody else wants to use it.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do products that we don't wanna use.
I
We'll
like
have some down so if someone wants to try it, instead of going out buying a whole jar,
Yeah.
we can just try to see if it'll work for our hair or not. So that's what we're gonna start doing. Let me see them first before you try to give it to somebody.
Yes.
But, okay, and so with that, did you not like your olive oil staying on your scalp?
No,
No,
I can.
okay.
It's okay with the hot oil treatment, but for some reason the liquid oils when I put on there, I don't know if I'm not doing it right or what, but it feels like my scalp just feels like stuff is crawling in it, and I
Yeah.
start.
Okay, so you said you were oiling your scalp every other day and you're washing your hair once a week.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason. Maybe your pores are getting clogged
Okay.
and maybe it's just too much product buildup
Okay.
kind of thing. So either I would throw an extra co-wash in there during the week. I had to do that personally.
Okay.
Or I would decrease my oil usage to like maybe twice a week or something
Okay.
instead of every other day.
All right.
That's my suggestion for that. We gotta find an oil for you.
Uh huh.
So
Well,
uh-huh.
Whenever I can keep the Profective Mega Growth, that seems to work okay.
Okay.
Just I only have to use a small amount too.
Okay.
But
okay.
I run out and sometimes it's hard to find, so
I
that's
know
why.
how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do you think it's worth looking for, or do
Yeah.
you wanna? Okay.
Yeah.
So if you think it's worth looking for, we're gonna stick to that. Let's not worry about another oil. Let's just focus on that one.
I
And,
had something else I was thinking. I don't remember what the question was.
Those of you listening, get ready, cause well, some of y'all got this easy, don't y'all?
Oh,
Y'all
I
men.
got a question. Okay.
For those of you that participated tonight that are listening, call Mr. Warner. If he's online, Mr. Warner, you call, Elder Felina, and we'll run it just like we do call the RTM line, and we'll run it just like we run all the other services. Just run it that way. But MT, that means you'll call, I already got Elder in there, so you don't have to worry about Elder in there. You're good to go. If anybody else, call Mr. Warner, call the ministry, and we'll run it like that.
Whoop, whoop.
10-4. Yeah, you found it?
Yes, I had a question about when I do the deep conditioner. I use, you leave the cap on, but I don't have the hooded thing, and what am I trying to say? Yes. And I just walk around a little bit sometimes. Sometimes I don't do the whole 5 minutes or the 10 minutes or the 20 minutes that I need to do. And I'm asking, is that okay, or should I get more discipline in that area?
Well, sounds to me like you're going off what the directions said and not what Healthy Hair said. Because Healthy Hair, what Shanel said, we're going to deep condition for at least 45 minutes, not 5 minutes. Okay?
Yes, okay.
So, if you're going to deep condition less than 45 minutes, that's when I recommended the dryer.
Uh-huh.
But the dryer, I say no less than 30 minutes.
Okay.
And if you're really in a hurry, don't even do it at that time, because deep conditioning, it has to penetrate through the strands. That's
Okay.
the point of it. If you're just putting it on and taking it off, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I know those labels say leave off for 5 minutes. From experience,
Yeah,
my friends, we're not gonna do 5 minutes.
okay.
So, yes, it's
Alright.
worth getting disciplined and doing at least 45 minutes. With myself, I learned the longer I leave it in, the better. But if it's too long, my hair will become moisture overload.
Okay.
So the longest I go with efficient results is 3 hours. Never, ever, ever less than 45 minutes. Not even an hour for me. So there's something, it costs money. To anyone who's listening, this is not a recommendation, but if you feel like you really can't get in your schedule, I don't know if you heard of hair steamers. It's like a hooded dryer, except it's steam, which is moist and just, it opens up those strands so quickly, and
Yeah.
you can sit under there for about, I think the recommended time was, it was either 10 minutes or
Wow.
20 minutes.
Wow.
And there's so many great reviews on it. They're like the moisture and the conditioning of their hair, they've never even got that conditioning like for the regular hours
Wow.
without it, or just because the steam really opens up the hair strands. It's costly. It's about the one that's going around is about $116. So I'm not saying go out and get this. But if you really, really feel like you just don't have the time and you want to spend the money, that's the way to do it. Because I'd rather you do that than your 5 minutes and saying I need
Yeah.
condition
Yeah.
kind of thing. Okay, so anyone, the moral of the story is don't deep condition for 5 minutes.
Yes.
I know it's like what works for me may not work for you and vice versa. I don't think you're getting the results you want in 5 minutes or even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, if I hand clap, praise for Ella Felina. Woo! Seems like she is on the right track. I like it. I like it. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. Okay, back to you, Evelina. You said you don't know how to measure your hair.
Yeah.
With natural people, natural meaning curly hair that's not chemically processed, relaxed. What you do when you measure your hair is you're supposed to take 3 pictures. I say take 2 is all you really need. And what you do is you grab your hair from the front, like your bang area, and you pull it down. And you can either measure from, you know, your nose or whatever. But I recommend you get a tape measure and measure where that number stops. That's the correct way to do it. To get a tape measure from the root and measure that number.
Okay.
And that's how you know. You do it from the front and then you do it from the side, like your sideburn area.
Okay.
Some people do it from the back too because they want to see how long it's getting because they like to flat iron their hair at a certain length and say, oh, I'm shoulder length now kind of thing. You could do that too.
Okay.
But yeah, and see, like it also tells you if your front's growing faster than your sides or your back. It also tells you that. But that's pretty much what you do. You just get it and you stretch it. It's called stretching. You just stretch it out. And that will let you know how much length precisely that you get.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you.
that's how we're gonna do it. All right, now moving on to who wants to go next. Who's actually on?
They call.
They call you.
Right. You want to test them and see if they
Well, you need to
turn you up? Yep.
turn them. Elder, now was that you?
You should be here, Evelyn.
Master Warner, can you test? I see their pictures. This one. And you see them.
You straight on?
Yes.
Okay, so was someone trying to speak that we couldn't hear? Who wants to go next? All right, Pastor said he'll go, so let's go.
Here's my hair when I was pimping. About 2 years ago, I was pimping.
Yes.
That's a picture of my hair about 2 years ago. I was pimping the low afro. And I was doing, I think I was doing a good job myself. Right now, if you can see me, I don't know how my hair looks, but I did, was pimping good. But I've been sitting here a while. My hair, I decided to let it grow. And it has grown substantially. You can see the picture over there, and you can see the picture of it now. And I'm going to continue to let it grow. And my goal, basically, like I said, I want people to, they got any ideas of a hairstyle. I'm shooting for something different to give me ideas. Until then, I'm just gonna let it grow out and keep it, keep my scalp doing good. I think I got a little I'm working on, but I'm open to suggestions. I don't understand what they said. Shanel said if she didn't get good results. I know I got amazing results, and I was in the hospital 2 or 3 times. I thought you said he was disappointed in the results. 2 years.
Oh, yes.
And I got amazing results. To answer the question, I didn't answer. I'm looking over now. What is my regimen? My regimen is basically I wash my hair on Mondays. Those Mondays when I'm rolling, right? And if I can't wash it on Monday due to whatever health, I wash it. I try to wash my hair once a week. I don't worry about the other stuff because that was too complicated for me to keep trying to do. But as I reach out into more areas, I will condition it, couple of things. That's what I want to do. Because I'm really working on getting rid of that flakes, or whatever you call it.
What'd you say was too difficult or too complicated?
Too complicated for me. If I was to like wash it, and then you say you can wash it one night, and then but you can use your conditioner more than one night. Am I saying it right?
So deep condition.
Not deep condition, regular, getting in the shower.
Oh, cold wash.
Cold wash, using the conditioner. I can't, for me, health wise, that's what I'm saying. I can't do that all the time. Okay, Elder, you can talk. I don't know what you're trying to say. Elder Linnell, are you trying to say something? Okay, we have something wrong. Now, next question was, that's my regimen. I wash it, and then I add, if I'm going somewhere, I try to use the berry juice Shanel gave me. I try to use that approximately 2 to 3 times a week. Most of the time, just twice, if that. It all depends on how dry I think my hair is. A lot of times my hair will get dry. I'm thinking about, Elder Flair introduced me to this thing called S-Curl spray, what I used to use. That's why I'm kidding when she they introduced, but I used to use it when I had an S-Curl.
Yes.
And I put some on today, and my hair just dropped in the curls.
It's a shame.
She's just stripping, and then I combed it out some. But I'm thinking about using that. I think that'd be a good thing for me. What is your goal? That's the question. What's your goal? Sorry. What was your goal at the beginning of the challenge? My goal at the beginning of the challenge was to maintain a low style with afro almost. Just a baby. I was calling it a baby afro. And I did good for a while. What threw me off was the hospital. Not excuses, but I couldn't do it in the hospital. I couldn't keep it up, and then I had to recover. And so each time I recover, I would just cut all my hair off because I wanted a low afro and start over, and I would keep up. But like I said, I was in the hospital like 3 or 4 times doing this. That just gives you, if you count all the years, it's not an excuse, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Did you achieve your goal? I did while I was on it. And right now, I am happy with my hair. I think I achieved what I wanted to do. I wanted to keep my hair up and to let it grow, and it's growing ridiculous. This growth that I'm doing in my hair has only been like 6 months. And my hair is ridiculously long. I can pick it out for you. Did you gain any length? Yes. So, if so, how many inches? I didn't measure my hair because I thought that was girly.
Growing out your hair is girly too.
No, growing out is not girly, but taking minutes of it with a ruler is kind of, to me, it makes me feel kind of, I'm not saying that it is, but
Yes.
if y'all want to measure, y'all can measure, but I'm not getting the measurement.
Yes.
And put it up to my, put it up to my head and grab it and put it down and measure. I won't do that. Speaking of measure, seen a man pick a snake up by the tail.
That's too much.
And he still had another snake to go. That snake was 2 people.
Hair.
It looked like a long piece of hair. What was your favorite product? The berry juice.
The berry juice wins.
The berry juice was my favorite product because it smelled good. But I'm telling you, man, if I could have washed my hair every night with that coconut stuff, I would have done it. I'm not lying, man. It made my hair feel so much better. It's like before, it was like my hair was like tight at the root. It was like squeezing my hair, and I didn't really realize it. And then when I started using the coconut shampoo, it was just as like the roots of my hair were like, fine. So even though the berry juice was my favorite because I loved the smell and it made my hair easier to to retain. I also love that coconut shampoo, and when I didn't have it, I was kind of upset. I didn't know what I was going to do for a while, but I was just saying, well, maybe I should just condition it, and I should know. What would you do differently if you were to take this challenge again? Stay at the hospital.
Yes.
Stay at the hospital. I was very excited, and I did want to maintain my original look, but whatever. Final thoughts. My final thought is I've seen the results of using just fractions of what we learned here at Healthy Hair with Shanel. I've seen women use it and get phenomenal results, just fractions, not even a whole shebang. And I've seen guys use it and get phenomenal results, in just fractions. And I don't think it's wimpy to take care of your hair. I don't think it's girly or wimpy, to maintain a healthy scalp or however you want to do your hair. I don't. But when you start slinging it like a girl, I don't even think it's wimpy to have long hair. But you start slinging it like a girl and then get those girly, it's called feminine. That's when you really don't went too far. I also would like to say those who don't attend regularly are really missing out. Like I said before, everything in here is anointed. And you can tell the people that come and participate and the people who can't get here, like they're out of town and they're participating. Everybody have stuff they deal with, but still. Also, for the women who don't, I noticed Edelflina who fantastic results. I noticed her attitude, and her attitude changed with her hair. And I noticed that about her. And I noticed that with my wife and with other women, Shanel. I mean, when their hair get happy, they happy.
Yeah.
When their hair not happy, they got an attitude. And the men be wondering what's wrong. What's wrong with you? I have a good day. So if you want happiness, happy, maintain hair.
Yes.
For real, because as everything with our bodies, everything, we do it as unto y'all. I think if you don't take care of your hair, if you don't take care of your teeth, if you don't take care of your body, it's common cleanliness. Even if something go wrong, and believe me, I'm a testament if something go wrong, you still got to take care of it. Even if nobody knows that you and y'all, like me, you still got to take care of all your body because He entrusted you, and that's the temple of the Holy Ghost. And that's it. Any questions?
All right, give a hand clap praise for that sharing. Woo! And also give a hand clap praise for his results. He's also received growth. But yes, sir, Pastor Man, I do got some questions for you. So, you mentioned at the beginning that you could not co-wash because of health reasons. Is it too personal to ask specifically why that is?
No, it's not. Depending on the night, my hands would lock up or whatnot. I have to at least bathe my body. I always have to bathe my body first. And in order for me to wash my head, I was trying to go down and use the palms of my fingers that you taught us, and I couldn't do that consistently, and I can't half do stuff. And so when we get to the point where I couldn't do it consistently, I would not do that. I would make sure I get the washing. And if I feel like, because of breathing, if I feel like it's like a nip in the air or it's kind of chilly, I wouldn't wet my hair because it's proven that will allow certain germs and certain things to come in to create a cold, and I can't get any kind of mucus stuff into my lungs. So that type of reason. Even now, I sleep with a cap on, and I call it my protective headgear. What you call a skull, not skull cap, but a regular.
Your satin scarf.
Yeah, it ain't satin scarf.
Wave cap?
No, it's one of these.
Ah.
I sleep in one of these because to keep my head warm. If my head is warm, my body is warm. And if I get cold, because of another thing I got called anemia, I get cold real quick.
Okay.
And then we keep going. I got
Stop you there. I got a lot more questions. So,
Yes.
yeah, I'll see how this is going. So, do you feel like you need a co-wash? Do you feel like you need that extra moisture in the week? Or do you think your hair is okay during the one wash on Mondays?
I think if I'm able to get the flakiness under control, it's fine. But some weeks I can't do it at all. If I go like 3 weeks without being able to wash or co-wash my hair, I get flaky it gets bad. But mostly flaky is not bad. I think if I wash it, it's fine. But would I like to do more and see where it take me? Yes, I would if I could, if I could get it like that.
Okay, do you have a plan on trying to fix that, or do you think you're just gonna keep it how it is?
Well, my plan on trying to fix it is I'm working on it, but I'm trying to decide. It all depends on how much chemicals I decide to go about. For instance, if I go with the berry juice, if I go with the S-curl, that means I'm gonna have to co-wash it because I'm gonna be using it more than the berry juice. But if I stick with the berry juice, I stay the same. I'm hoping I get to the point where I can read my body better. If nature decides to get on a regular pattern, I can read my body better. Then I can even use both. I can use the berry juice on times when I know it's going to be problematic for me to wash my hair, like wash it once or twice and co-wash it and that type of stuff to be understood what I said.
Okay, yeah, so it's basically a work in progress type of thing. Situational, not laziness. So
Yes.
I never thought laziness, but I'm just clarifying that. So, my other question is, you said when you're in the hospital, you couldn't take care of your hair. So when you got out, you would cut it and try to start over. Why did you feel it necessary to cut it and start back over instead of picking up where you left off?
Because it had grew too long. My hair, I wanted to keep a low mini afro. When I got the hospital, it was like real afro.
Okay.
So I would cut it back down low, not going all the way back bald. I would cut it down. I did it twice.
Okay. You did say your goal was to maintain a low cut, but now you changed it recently to grow it out.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, that's why I was a little confused. Okay, that makes sense. So you did pick up where you left off, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You said what you would do differently is stay out the hospital. All right, let's see how that goes.
I like it a lot.
But now it's like new challenge, new goals. Hospital could help that.
Well, to me, yeah, it can help it grow, but my goal is a new hairstyle. I haven't decided where it's gonna go. Someone, I ain't saying no name, said up Hawk, I think that's what it's called. And someone else showed me some styles in the book. I'm considering all things. It all depends on where I go with it. I'm definitely not going to where I'm trying to get a style that I can maintain myself. I'm not trying to get him to put myself in a position where I'm in.
All right. That's all the questions. Final thoughts with that is just you're gonna keep this regimen up. It sounds like you're incorporating new products such as S-curl and perhaps co-washing. So it seems like you're pretty much on a good start. I'm just gonna say, if you're thinking about longer hair, that means more incorporate into your regimen, which means you know, you already said what you can do and what you can't do, but just kind of keep that in mind. That if I get longer hair, I might actually have to incorporate co-washing. I might actually have to incorporate deep conditioning. I might actually have to incorporate oiling my scalp, that kind of stuff. So just to keep it healthy and bugs staying out the hair.
And I'm also to clarify, it's not, I'm not saying I'm gonna have long hair. I'm just letting it grow and keeping it up until I decide, you know.
Gotcha.
So if I get to where I have to cut it on back off, I have no problem with that.
Gotcha. That did clarify. All right, so I think you're all set. Any questions you have about your regimen?
No,
I think you got this.
I got a genius going.
Yeah, for now.
Yes.
So, give 5 hand clap praise for him, Sharon. Seems like another overall successful journey. Doesn't seem like he had really any setbacks, just postponing. That's good. Yes. Next batter up
Cheeseburger.
Yes.
with a little bit of French fries. Okay, brother MT, what you got for me?
Okay. 1. What is your red?
Hold on. Do you have your before and after pictures?
No.
Okay. Test. So go ahead.
1. What is your regimen? Wash once a week with Cream of Nature shampoo and herbal essence conditioner. Once a week, apply moisturizer and castor oil. I usually do that second part the morning after I wash my hair. 2 is go to have nice hair and less dandruff, which is apparently spelled with a U. 3, did put your goal. I would say yes. It was kind of weird. There were times where I felt like I had healthy hair, but I had a lot of dandruff, and there were times where I didn't have dandruff and felt like I didn't have healthy hair. But I would say overall, yes, I did fulfill my goal. Did you gain any length? No. If so, how many inches? I gained -5 inches.
Yes.
Okay.
What was your favorite product?
Cut it.
My favorite product is. Did somebody ask a question or?
Yeah, when you said -5 inches, Pastor asked what happened, and I said you cut it off, right?
Yeah, clippers.
Okay, continue, please.
What is your favorite product? It's a tie between all of them. Unless you count do-rag, and the do-rag is my favorite product.
Okay.
What would you do differently if you were to take this challenge again? Brush and comb my hair. And I would probably keep it low. Final thoughts. This works. I just need to stay consistent with it. I need to either keep my hair low or do a better job at putting products in it when it's thick. Because before I cut it, I was still seeing a lot of dandruff. But after I cut it, I noticed a big difference in the lack of dandruff.
Oh man, you find him clap praise for him sharing. Okay, brother MT. I guess we'll just start from the beginning. Seems like you've been using that cream of nature since the beginning of Healthy Hair with
It's
Shanel.
mine.
What is it?
It's mine and you can't have it.
Okay. I was actually thinking about using that again because it was my favorite one back in the day. The Cream of Nature shampoo, for those who don't know and care, that's a organic shampoo, which means it's sulfate free, which means it does not strip the hair of its natural ingredients, which means it's a pretty good shampoo. And it also feels like it conditions when you rinse it out. It's amazing. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Okay, you said there were sometimes you felt like you had healthy hair, but you had dandruff. But that was because of you probably weren't taking care of your thick hair? Do you think that was the reason? Or was there times you had your low
Yeah,
cut?
the times when I had healthy hair but not dandruff, that was because I had taken a break from the regimen, which turned out to be a bad idea. And the time when I felt like I had healthy hair, but dandruff was still there. That was when my hair was thick, and it is probably because I wasn't applying the stuff correctly or thoroughly enough or something like that. Because after I cut my hair, I noticed a serious lack of dandruff.
How often were you oiling your scalp?
Once a week,
And that's when you moisturize, right? After your wash day?
yet,
Okay.
yeah, I would wash and then next morning it'd be moisturizer and then oil.
And we were sure this was dandruff, right? And not just dirt? Like it was coming out of the scalp? I think we talked about this.
I was pretty sure.
Okay. Because if you have dandruff when your hair is thick and not when it's low, that sounds to me like dirt is getting caught in it or the scalp is suffocating. And your regimen seems pretty on point though, so what do you think the solution would be to maintain both healthy hair and be dandruff free?
Keep it cut.
Keep it cut while maintaining your regimen?
Yeah, that second part was implied.
Yeah.
Just making sure, okay? Because I think that's weird to me, but I think it would work. It's not weird to me because I know when your hair is thicker, you gotta do a little bit extra to take care of it so it gets to the scalp, but that makes sense. Do you want to keep your hair cut?
Yes.
All right then. There was something else. What were the questions?
What would you do differently? Favorite product? Final thoughts?
You said
length, goal, regimen.
all right, MT. It look like you got it easy. Do you plan on stick? No, you. What's? You think you good? It seems like you good. That's why I don't want to ask that question, but it seems like you pretty much got this under control. I want to ask about your tail because you haven't mentioned that once. Is that still there?
I leave that to the expert who does my tail, and last time she said that it was pretty stinking healthy, if you ask her.
I forgot about that. Did you she also mentioned that you need to learn how to take care of it, which, so you've been keeping that up? Yeah. 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 No.
What do you mean by take care of it?
I mean by it's healthy. You think you could be doing better?
I have been taking care of it. It's
It's just a process, right?
I wouldn't say I could be doing better, but I guess there was one thing I could have done that was better, but it slipped my mind.
All right, no biggie. Just a question, trying to get you to talk. But it seems like you are another successor of the 6-month challenge. So give them a hand clap, Brad. And thank the Father. I approve these results, people. Seems like you guys are being pretty consistent with your regimen. That's awesome. If you fall off, it's y'all getting back on. So I really, really like that. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Any final things, Brother MT? Any questions? Any advice you want? Any?
That's a mirror. A mirror, turn your sound
Turn it up or down?
down. When we'll
Okay,
turn, okay.
Kamira, I'm gonna ask you
What
to,
did you say?
Miss Amira, please press the mute.
Yes?
Press the mute, click the mute button, the microphone on Skype. Click that until it's time for you to
Okay.
speak, okay? All right. Turn that on, Auntie. Turn it down. Father, mommy's with you? And just her or
Just, you know.
Elder Linnell, I vote you. Go next. Until Miss Amira gets settled.
You hear me?
Yes.
All right.
1 second. Miss
See, I'm
Amira,
showing them babies.
Look,
Don't make me come down now.
boy.
Miss Amira, if you could get, we hear a lot of crying in the background and we cannot have that going on in the class. So if you could find a way to either quiet the baby or learn how to mute your mic until it's time to talk, so we don't have all that commotion in the background. Okay, so while you're getting that settled, Elder Linnell's gonna go, then we'll come back to you. Okay? Okay. All right, Elder Linnell, I'm ready.
Hey,
Hey!
all right, let's put an end to all these success stories. As you know, when it first started, I took the easy way out and got some braids and started the challenge late. I don't know if you have my pictures there to show everyone, but I did lose about half an inch from when we first started. I think you're supposed to show pictures from September, but I got braids right before that. So I have a picture right before that where I was at about 2 inches on my shirt, and now I'm at about 1 inch.
Where's she at?
And I don't see Shanel, so I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
Just keep going.
I'm getting your pictures.
Okay, so the first thing is, what was your regimen? And the way I put this is so I could see what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong. My regimen was supposed to be wash or co-wash once a week, which I was doing that. The second thing was twice a week on my scalp, which no, that's what I did not do. I just totally forgot. Then hot oil treatment once a month. I have been doing that. Deep conditioning once a week. I was not doing it once a week. I was doing it every other week. So that's probably part of my problem. Moisturize and seal. I had planned to do that every other day, but my hair was so dry that I did it every day instead. Part of my regimen was to only have 3 heat passes per month, which surprisingly to myself, I was able to keep that up and find some styles I could do without using heat. And then once a month use a protein treatment. And I ended up doing that a little bit more often, probably every other week, because that ended up being my favorite product. It just made my hair feel so much stronger after I used it. What was your goal at the beginning of the challenge to get my hair to bra strap length? And did you achieve your goal? No. Did you gain any length? I already talked about that. Nope, I lost about a half inch. What was your favorite product? Again, it was the Alpha-G protein treatment, and it's just because after I used it, my hair felt so strong. It's like, to me, it's like the difference between a cobweb and yarn. My hair just felt it
Wow.
was that much difference before and after I used the protein. What would you do differently if you were to take this challenge again? One, I would not get braids. It really tore my hair up taking them out. And two, that thing Chanel shared on Facebook about the LOC, those methods, to use those nightly. And my final thoughts is I need to do again, and basically, like everything else, like Montreal said, practice makes perfect, so I just need to get my regimen down. I know what I need to do, I just need to practice it to get it, so I'm doing everything 100% the way it should be done.
Amen. Amen. Okay, my first question to you is, you talked about your regimen, what you planned and what you actually did, and you went through it. When you had the braids in, were you still doing what you just mentioned? Were you still sticking to that regimen? Were you still washing and deep conditioning?
Bear with me a sec. No, I was not doing that regimen there. I was doing parts of those, but no, I was not doing the same regimen. I did this regimen after I took the braids out.
Okay, can you share what you did do while you had the braids in?
See if I remember that far back. I was washing once a week, but I wasn't co-washing. I was doing the scalp, but not with the oil. I was using that cinnamon stuff. And I wasn't using it as often. I wasn't doing it 2 times a week. I was probably doing it maybe twice a month. I wasn't doing any of the other stuff, the protein, the hot oil treatment, the moisturizing seal, of course, I didn't do heat passes, and I wasn't deep conditioning, so.
Okay, thanks for sharing. So I'm just gonna say this, not just to you, but to everyone who considers getting weaves in their hair. There is a right way to do it and not lose your length or get breakage. I know we talked about it briefly, but I'm just gonna kind of recap since it came up again. One is the type of style you use that you get. One, we talked about glue. Absolutely, under no circumstance is glue okay in your hair. None at all. That is putting. You might as well just say I don't want this hair anymore when you put glue in. We're not doing that. Two, micro braids. It's like, for that, I'm not gonna say under no circumstance get it, but you're doing a risk. Like, you are taking a serious risk because they are so small that, like she said, when she took them out, she had a lot of breakage. That's usually where that comes from, the impatience. So I won't recommend it. One, it's too tight on the scalp, and two, you got like a million little braids that who finna sit there and do all that? I'm just saying. So that's that. And the ones, if you're gonna use it, because you can use it as a protective style because you don't want to touch your hair. If you're gonna do it, braid your hair and get the cap. So all your hair is out of the way. There's no breakage. There's nothing hanging loose. And then you get the cap, or not cap. You can get sew-ins. Whoever's doing it, don't get breakage with that. That's pretty protective because your hair is in a protective style already with the braids. Your ends are hidden. Some people get wigs with that. Wigs are very good for protecting the hair, but you have to still take care of your hair underneath it. The correct way to take care of your hair, for anyone who's listening with weaves, no, it's not necessary to do a protein treatment. I would recommend doing a protein treatment a week before and a week, or not even a week, like pretty much as soon as you take it out to get the strength ready. So it's like before you put it in, your hair is strong and it can pretty much endure the manipulation that's about to happen to it. And then after, because your hair is so weak, especially depending on how long you kept it in, your hair is so weak to do it. And this is based on my research and talking to other ladies. I've never personally had weave in my hair. And common sense based on what I know. Also, deep conditioning, I don't feel it's needed because your hair is hidden, so it's not really gonna get to it. I do recommend oiling the scalp, and if you're gonna oil your scalp, you should oil scalp. And when you oil, like when you're oiling your scalp, you need to wash your hair. Shampoo or conditioner, that part's your choice. It doesn't really matter, but I still suggest if you're leaving in the weave for longer than a month, you still clarify once a month to get your hair, get that scalp clean. Moisturizing sealing, not necessary. Your hair's already protected, it's already low manipulative, you don't need to touch it. So no moisturizing and sealing, unless you feel like your hair is showing and you can get to it. I don't know if there's weaves like that. I feel like weaves usually cover your hair, so. That's pretty much it. All the other stuff, like you do your regular hair, is not necessary. Just oiling your scalp and keeping it clean. That's simple maintenance right there. I think that's pretty much what you should do. Now when taking it down, you better dedicate 24, if not 48 hours. Even if it don't take that long, just at least have that time so you're not rushing
Yeah.
for any point or time. When you're taking it loose, you get tired, you get bored, you get antsy. Take a break, go do something, then come back because you know you still have that time to do it. And that's with anything, not just weaves, but your hair in general. If you know it's gonna take a long process, give yourself a full day. Or say like you're deep conditioning and you need to go grocery shopping, go ahead and deep condition while at the grocery store. How I do it? I came to the ministry last service deep conditioning and ain't nobody know.
Wow.
Because I had a plastic cap on, a net, a hair net, and then I had a hat on top of it. And I was deep conditioning that whole time. So you can still deep condition in public and still get your things done and stuff like that. So with that right there.
That's cool.
Now, back to Odor Linnell specifically. Any questions with that? No?
That was good.
When you took it out and you got on board, did you notice immediately that you had breakage? Yeah, we gonna fix this.
Yes.
I
Yes.
can't hardly hear you. Say that again?
When you took your weave out,
When I took it out?
did you notice immediately that you had breakage?
Oh, yes, definitely. As I was taking it out, it was breaking.
Okay, and what did you do right after?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Okay, well, anyone, everyone else specifically, heed what I'm saying. If you are having excessive breakage, one, I was gonna say don't freak out, but it's okay to do it for like 2 minutes, right? Just be like, oh man, this is not okay, I'm losing all my progress, you know? But after that, this is what I suggest. Find out what it is, first of all. Elder Linnell specifically, she knew for a fact it was taking down the weave. So in that scenario, what I would do, like I said, first if you get like, call me, or what you would do is, what I suggest, wash your hair gently with a gentle shampoo, not conditioner, let's use a shampoo for this. Come out and do your protein.
Oh, I know what I did.
Okay.
I just remembered.
Mhm.
I relaxed it.
You are
That's what I
fired.
did.
You relax your hair right after taking. She's serious though, right? Nah. No. Okay. So, you really relaxed your hair as when you took out the weave. Ooh, that's hurting me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you we don't do that. Why we don't do that is because we mentioned, was it last class or the class before, that if your hair is weak or damaged, do not put a relaxer in there. Do not put any chemicals. Do not put color. Do not put texturizer. Don't do anything because your hair is weak and it's ready to break off. It's pretty much holding on for dear life. And as soon as you put in a relaxer, your hair's breakage. It's because it has not been nourished back to health. It does not have the strength. It ain't ready. It just ain't ready. So after and
And no
this,
wonder why it hates me.
yeah, your pictures are starting making a little bit of sense because that looks like breakage all day. But no, I mean, come on, that's why we got this class, right? It's okay that it hates you because you know now, you know better, right? You learn from this, right? Right, we ain't doing this again. But okay, wow.
Right.
Your poor hair. Okay. So taking down the weave, this is what you're doing. You washing it, right? Gentle shampoo. You're not scrubbing, we're massaging it, we're being gentle with it. Do not use, I do not recommend you use heat tools. Don't blow dry, okay? Either, I would recommend let it air dry. It's not a favorite of ours, but I would recommend let it air dry. When I say wash, I mean you wash and you do a protein treatment. I said that before, but I don't think I just said. Do a protein treatment to bring up the strength. We got that. After the protein treatment, depending on which one you use, you might have to deep condition after. I know the organoid stimulated hair mayonnaise, it's a protein treatment and a conditioner, so you should be fine. If you're using Alpha-G, if it's a 2-step protein treatment, that is perfect. You don't have to deep condition, but you probably want to, just to get that balance back in there. If you're using a harder one, you have no choice. You need to deep condition after that. But so your specific case, do you have the Alpha-G 2-step or do you have the Alpha-G 2-minute?
Something happened with the sound. I heard you ask, do I have the Apogee 2-step and then the sound went away. I have I have the 2-step, but I only have the first part. I don't have the second part. So after I do the protein, I deep condition after it.
Yeah, okay. So that's a hard protein 2-step, which means, that's what you would do. Take down your hair, wash it, protein treatment, deep condition. Then after that, leave your hair alone for a week. Just leave it alone. I would put it in a bun and one of those, good buns. Mm-hmm. Not the kind that your hair keeps falling out of, like not a tight bun, but just a bun. And I would just leave it like that, or just leave it like that, or hide it under a wig or something. I suggest buns. I don't know nothing about the fake hair stuff, but a bun. Then, after a week has passed, if you want to be more on the safe side, I would get a trim. Because you got breakage, which probably means you got split ends, which probably means you need to get that under control so it doesn't go up the hair shaft and damage the rest of your hair. Based on your picture,
okay,
you need a trim. Based on that. It was uneven and it just looked really damaged. So I didn't see the split ends, but I'm pretty sure you got some in there. So I would get a trim. Then, if you feel your hair is strong enough, go ahead and relax. I think that's fine. If you think your hair, if not, be on the safe side with another week, but that protein treatment should have did what it had to do. And if you left it alone, you're good. Never ever relax your hair. Everyone, never relax your hair on damaged hair. Don't ever do it. It's not worth it. You're just gonna make it worse. Your hair's not ready. Okay, that's taken under control. Now, any questions with that, Elder Linnell?
Nope.
Okay, now, after, let's say you did all that, right? Your hair is even, it's proteined up, it's, relaxed. Then what was your regimen? You said, remind me.
What was my regimen?
Yeah, you said you shampoo, condition. Did you have hot oil treatments in there?
Hot oil treatment once a month, yes.
And you said you weren't doing that, or you did get back on that in your 6 weeks?
No, I did do that. The part I wasn't doing that I should have been doing was oiling the scalp twice a week.
Okay. All right, oiling the scalp. What oil you chose for that? What oil are you choosing for that after today that you're gonna get back on your regimen?
Yes.
Is it the hair elixir?
I'm looking at my list. Scalp moisturizer is, I have two. The hair trigger explosion,
Mm-hmm.
hair elixir with cayenne pepper, and the Eden Allure pure argan oil.
Oh, you think you fancy, huh?
Get
Where
it.
you got them products from?
Get it.
I'm just kidding.
Someone that I know who's very special.
Let's put those on the shelf, okay? Hair elixir is,
Let's do that.
put those on the shelf. We're not gonna use those. Hair elixir,
The
for people
the hair elixir is the reason why I wasn't doing it. I didn't want to go smelling like that stuff.
oh, well, get rid of it. Bring it to our team. No, don't even do that. Just keep it and bring it to me when I see you again. Or throw it away. I don't want it. Throw it away. Just throw it away, okay? Throw it away.
Yes.
For those who don't know, hair elixir is not something you can purchase in stores. It is pretty much an oil that was going around on YouTube that you make at home, and that's not the oil, but someone took that oil and added their own mixture to it and started selling it as a company. So you can order it online. You can't get it in stores. And we haven't talked about it yet because I didn't think y'all was ready. But it's a growth aid, which means it speeds up your growth, pretty much. So she's not ready for it. It could do more harm than good, is what I'm saying, because of the ingredients in it. It's not just natural oils. It's some extra stuff, like she said, cayenne pepper. Yeah. Your hair gotta be ready for it. Your scalp gotta be ready for it. So don't nobody go into that. Don't do it. Okay? All right. So, and the argan oil. No. Because you got that pure argan oil, which is made from the elves in Rivendell. And it's special.
Rivendell, Morocco.
Yes. Moroccan argan oil is a beautiful thing. Pure Moroccan argan oil is some expensive stuff, okay? So we're not gonna use that yet. That don't you dare throw away. We're putting that on the shelf, okay? What I recommend for you, mother, is to get you some castor oil. I know you wanted to thicken up your hair, which is why I said that. Are you okay with castor oil? Does it make your scalp itch? Have you tried it? Do you have any objections to that?
I have not tried it because always growing up, especially using hot combs and curling irons, I was always told that my hair holds heat. And the reason is because it's so thick. And so when I heard you tell other people that castor oil makes your hair thicker, I didn't want to make it thicker.
So you still don't want it? Because I thought you said your hair was thinning and you wanted it thicker. No? No. Okay, maybe that wasn't you. So what do you want specifically for your hair? Just to grow
What do I
it?
want for my hair? I don't think it needs to be thicker. I think there's a problem with the ends as far as the breakage.
Okay.
I don't think there's, as far as the scalp part, I think it's fine because even, it's been staying pretty straight even though I haven't relaxed it since beginning of January. And I used to have to relax it every month and it's still good. So I think the regular close to the root part is okay. I think it's just the breakage that's the main problem.
Wait, so you're saying the oil you're using is okay because your hair's not been growing? Because that's what I heard. You said the roots have stayed straight longer, which means you're not getting as much new growth?
Yeah, I'm not getting that much new growth. So that's backwards.
No! We're not doing that!
No.
Stop it!
Stop it.
Okay, no, so we have a problem here. This is not good.
Houston.
Your hair stays straight longer? No. Your hair stays manageable longer. That's good. We want more new growth. That's manageable. Okay? Ooh, all right.
Okay.
This is fun. I got a project.
Yeah.
All right. So, extra virgin olive oil. That's what you're using. It just moisturizes, and that's what we're focusing on. Twice a week should do it. Okay? extra, you write that down? Extra virgin olive oil, argan oil on the shelf,
I'm
hair
typing.
trigger in the trash. We good. Okay. Step one. Make
I already got that in the kitchen cabinet.
I know, that's why I said that. Yes. I want you to go out and get mine. But, okay, so that's, then you got your shampoo and conditioning down?
Yes.
Okay. And those are working for you? Not drying out your hair or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's good. You would know. And are you clarifying once a month?
Yes, I have the swab to clarify once a month and the herbal essence for the other times.
Woo! I'm team herbal essence. Okay, and your protein treatment once a month, you said that's working for you. Good. Deep conditioning.
Well, I was doing that twice a month. That's okay, right?
No, not with the two-step. No, the two-step is
Oh.
made to be used once every 6 weeks. Otherwise, you will get protein overload, because that is a serious chemical. Yeah, so that's once every 6 weeks. The two-step. 2 minute, you could use that whenever you need a little extra boost, because it's a light protein. I was hoping you got the 2 minute, because I was looking for it, and I couldn't, I couldn't find it. I was like, I need protein. But okay, your deep conditioner?
The conditioner is Ducro Deep Down Intense Penetrating Conditioner.
Is that working for you?
I really can't tell no difference with that. It just felt like I used the regular shampoo and conditioner.
How long you leave that in for?
Wait, where's my list? I think I put it, after I wash my hair, I put the conditioner on, I put a, plastic cap on and sit up under the dryer for 45 minutes and then rinse it out.
And you said you don't feel any difference?
No,
Then we're done with that one. You got any other deep conditioners lying around?
nope, that's the only one I brought with me.
Okay, so your mission, the one I recommend for you, you gotta get a new deep conditioner, because that's really important to maintaining length, to retaining that length. You got a deep conditioner. So, until you can get it, I recommend doing your hot oil treatments, because that is a type of deep conditioning. So until you can get a new deep conditioner, but when you do go get a new deep conditioner, I recommend, of course, Neutrogena Triple Moisture, deep down conditioner, or
Wait, say that in English?
Neutrogena Triple Moisture Daily Deep Conditioner, something like that. It's in a little tube.
Okay,
Or that one's a moisture base. Or you can get the Organic Root Stimulator Replenishing Conditioner. That one is a light protein and totally my favorite deep conditioner ever. Just because it's just, Organic Root Stimulator is a serious company. That's what I'm gonna say. But that one is a great one. That one's more of the light protein, and I use both just to keep my protein and moisture under control. But you can choose one between those.
okay, okay.
And do that. Stick to your regimen. All right. Hot oil treatments. What you been using for that?
It's just a little bottle that says hot olive oil.
You ain't run out of that yet. Okay. Continue using that. You think it's working? That has some good oils. I think it should be good.
Say
Okay.
again?
I said, do you think that's working for you?
Well, because of my regimen, that's only once a month, so I've only used it once. And it felt good after I used it. It's about, I think that's this weekend when I do that again.
Okay. Then we're gonna stick to that, and when you run out of that, let me know. You'll probably go to regular olive oil, just heating it up.
Okay.
Moisturizing sealing, you're using,
The hot six oil followed by the bioinfusion moisturizer.
oh yeah, you said followed by. You're doing it in that order? Are you doing the LOC method?
I was gonna start the LLC, but I was doing the oil and then the cream.
Mm-mm. That's backwards. The oil is to seal the
For
moisture.
real?
Yeah, the oil is to seal the moisture.
No, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's what I was doing. The cream. I was doing the moisturizer first and then the oil.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it like that.
All right, that's the right way. LOC method is the opposite. Water, then you seal in the water with the oil, and then you put the cream on top to coat. So that's how
Yes,
you-
that's what I wanted to switch to. Is that okay?
That is perfectly fine. You said every night. I would go slow on that so you don't get moisture overload though. Because I tried it and
Okay.
yeah, I didn't need to moisturize the next day. So just listen to your hair with that. How are you drying your hair? Are you blow drying or
No, I have not blow dried since I've been here. I either put rollers in and sit up under the dryer, or I just air dry. But I think I've only air dried once.
okay? Okay. I'm gonna recommend something, but that's not necessary. If you feel the rollers are putting too much stress on your hair, take a break from it. Or you can pretty much brush your hair back, put it in a ponytail, and put one roller and sit under the dryer like that, so it's not too much stress. But I'm not gonna worry about that. Just don't put too much stress on your hair. That's all. And how are you wearing your hair? Because that is the biggest issue in retaining length. How are you wearing it?
Okay, so basically on the weekend, I do my washing stuff, get up under the dryer with the plastic rollers, and then that usually stays in for 2 days. So the next night I don't touch it. I just cover it with the silk headscarf.
I mean, like,
and then I just
I mean your daily style,
Huh?
like how my hair is curled right now. I mean your daily style. How are you wearing it? Like when you go out, when you go to work, when you go
yeah,
to the store.
that's what I'm saying. I just wear it curled.
Curled down to your
But my hair,
shoulders,
when it's curled, it's
not touching the
it's
shoulders.
curled tight, so it's not touching my shoulders.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I have some satin sponge rollers. So it's curled with the satin, and that stays like 2 days, and then the other 2 days I just wear a ponytail.
Okay, let's get a style in there that will hide your ends. Because even though it's not touching your clothes, it's still exposed to the cold weather. And that could make them very brittle and break off as well. So, I know buns are hard for you and not cute, but there's also other ways to do buns, such as some people get like a banana clip kind of thing and kind of just do the little fold over. You know, you just grab it and kind of fold it. It's like you're clipping your hair, but you're tucking your ends under. I will send you a tutorial on how to do it because I think that's a good way to, it's still cute and professional and your ends are still hidden. You don't have like this little bun, you have like some cuteness going on.
I actually got some banana clips and tried to do that, but my hair was too short, so I definitely want to see the tutorial that you have.
Okay. I will do it because they have it for short hair. Okay. But yeah, just try to get some protective styles in there because honestly, your hair is in boot camp right now. It cannot have fun because it's in healing mode. And until we get it back ready, because you want to grow it, so that's what we're doing. you gotta make some sacrifices in your appearance. You can still look professional, but you can't always wear it down. You just can't. Okay, we're not going back to -1. When you get that trim, that's where you're gonna be at. So that's where you're going when you get that trim. So we're gonna make progress. Okay. Okay. Any questions, mother? I mean, elder.
Nope, not that I can think of.
Okay. And you guys know if you have any questions while on your journey, that's what the Facebook page is for. I know it's been idle lately. Just cause, whatever, I'm not making no excuses for nobody or myself, but just saying if you have any questions, you're like, what did she say was good again? Or, you know, how can I do this, I have this problem, just put on Facebook. I know a lot of stuff, so
Yes.
I'll pretty much tell you how to fix it. Okay? So let's give it a little nod here. And we are moving on to either Kamira or Minister Warner. Who ready?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go for it. Do you know what we're doing?
Okay. Going over the the Summer Challenge questionnaire.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Do you have your pictures?
No, I don't have the pictures, I'm sorry.
Okay, continue.
Okay, am I, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're perfectly fine.
Okay. My regimen was to wash my hair once a week and condition it with the Ion Keratin Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. And I haven't really been doing that. I've been doing it like twice a month instead of 4 times a month. It was also to use wild growth oil on my hair every other day and do grow oil on my hair every other day, because I've been noticing that the density of my hair is a lot less than it used to be, and it just seems like it's getting thin. So and breaking. I've been trying to stop the breaking, but it just seems like that's not. Maybe it's the shampoo and conditioners that I'm using. Maybe I need to change it up, but I haven't tried anything else. What was my goal at the beginning of the challenge? My goal is to stop breakage and get a little bit more length, but I didn't get any length because I did cut my hair like I think 5 months ago. I had it cut because it was just breaking. I thought that was going to help it, but it seems like it's just shedding and stuff. Did I achieve my goal? No, I didn't. And I didn't get any length. It's actually shorter than it was. My favorite product is the wild growth oil. So that it's I only put that in like every other day, and I can get away with it because it's so thick. It's a thick oil, and it has castor oil in it and olive oil, and it has I think sulfur in it, and it has I'm not sure what other oils it has in it, but it has I think magnesium too, or some. It has like vitamins in it too and stuff like that. But that's my favorite product. And would I do anything differently if I was to take this challenge again? Yes. I wash my hair once a week like I was supposed to, and I would not get it cut like I did, because I think I got it cut too short. And I would use actually a satin pillowcase, because I'm not real big on wrapping my hair up. And, yeah, because I think the pillow that I'm using, I think it might be contributing to hair breakage. So I would use a satin pillow, and I would use hot oil treatments once a month like I'm supposed to. I didn't really use a clarifying shampoo because that really, really dries my hair out, and I have a problem with dry hair too. So, hold on a minute, let me see. My final thoughts about my hair is I think I could work a lot harder on it and work, pay more attention to it. Because, I mean, like lately I've been like, okay, let's just tussle it up and go. And I need to do more in taking better care of it because it's changing. So, yeah.
Alright, if I hit that first, all right. Thank you for sharing. I got another project. Woo.
Well,
Okay. So you got your pen and pad or Word document open? Take notes.
yes, I have my pen and paper.
Okay, so your goal was to achieve, you said longer hair and you said healthier hair, or was it thicker hair?
Thicker hair, longer hair, and healthier hair.
Okay. Those are awesome goals, by the way. I approve. Okay. One thing is your regimen. When you named what your regimen was, I remember now that I never got your paper and that's not approved. You said, I pretty much heard shampoo and I heard oiling the scalp, but I didn't hear deep condition. I didn't hear protein treatment.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't hear the moisturizing and sealing. Were you doing any of that or no?
After I shampoo my hair, I would use the ion keratin conditioner, and then after I rinse out the ion keratin conditioner, there's a ion keratin smoothing mask. That's the deep
Yeah.
conditioner,
Okay.
and I would use that.
So you're using those.
But I don't think I would leave it on.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was leaving it on for like 10 minutes while in the shower, but I wouldn't go under the heat or anything with it.
Okay. The ion. This sounds like how's that been working for your hair? Like not in overall health terms, but how does your hair feel after you do this process with these products?
It feels good, but I've noticed that my hair is thinner.
Right. But you said you think it's working for you. Do you think that's that process is causing thin hair, or no? You think it's actually contributing and helping you? Like you like that what it's doing for your hair, or do you feel like you need to switch it up? That's what I'm saying.
I think I need to switch it up because I like it like the first, like after I shampoo my hair and I dry it and all that, I like it then. But it just seems like the more that I use it, the thinner my hair feels to me. And maybe because it's, I don't know, maybe I need to switch the shampoo and conditioner. I don't know.
Okay, you not knowing means it's not working for you, because you would know if it worked for you. So I would go ahead and put all of those on the shelf. Why? One, because you said it feels like it's thinning your hair out more. The second reason is because the name keratin is in the name, and keratin we know is a protein. It can be really good because it's supposed to strengthen your hair, but if you use too much of keratin, your hair will break off. Too much of it, you need to balance keratin out with another moisturizer, and it seems like that's a little too much. It depends on how strong your hair is, but it seems like your hair is not strong enough to handle it right now. So I would just put those on the shelf and look into something with honestly like no protein in it. Like no, it, if keratin's gonna be in it, it needs to be like the last ingredient up in there. But usually shampoo doesn't have keratin in it, and neither does conditioner. It usually doesn't have it. Deep conditioners might, but shampoo and conditioner might not. Do you have another shampoo and conditioner you have in mind, or you want me to suggest some?
Yeah, can you suggest them, because I have no idea.
Okay. For dry breaking hair, I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend herbal essence because herbal essence has a lot of sulfate. Like it's pretty harsh on the hair. So I would recommend Neutrogena Triple Moisture. That shampoo is very, very soft and it's very moisturizing. And when you rinse it out, you're gonna feel like you just like deep condition your hair. It feels like almost like butter melting when you use that shampoo. So Neutrogena Triple Moisture comes in a yellow tube, and you can a conditioner. I don't think they have a rinse out conditioner, so I would recommend an herbal essence conditioner should be soft enough. I would recommend maybe the Hello Hydration conditioner. It's meant to moisturize the hair. Let's go with that combination and see how that works for you. If you can't get it, see me. I think I might have some at home. So, but try to get it as soon as possible so you can put the keratin off the shelf. For your deep conditioner, I would recommend you're gonna need moisture, but not too much moisture. You're gonna need a balance. But let's go ahead and do the let's do organic root stimulator replenishing conditioner. That is an awesome. That your hair will feel like you're gonna be like, what just happened? Organic root stimulator. Organic root stimulator.
Can you repeat that?
Yes.
Yeah. Ready? Okay. Organic root stimulator replenishing conditioner. It comes in a bottle and it looks green, or they also have like little sample packets that are yellow, and it's instead of replenishing conditioner, it says replenishing pack. But I recommend get the bottle. That one.
Oh yeah, I've used that stuff before.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing. And don't do your 10 minutes with the deep conditioner. You can do your 10 minutes with the Hello Hydration. You know, let that sit in there while you do your thing and rinse that out. But when you deep conditioning is only once a month. I mean, once a week. So you need your 45 minutes with that. You need to put it in your hair, put your plastic cap on, and go about your day, do your chores, and then come back and rinse it out. Okay?
Okay.
Just those steps right there, your hair should feel completely different, like immediately. Like it's the first time you do this combination, your hair, you should feel a difference in your hair. So, with that, your problem is breakage and thinning. This is a fun one. I know all about this. So, breakage one, we know about the deep conditioning, and then the hot oil treatments. Those will help your hair tremendously. If you can get those to once a week, that'd be awesome. But if you cannot, go ahead and do once a month. But you have to get it in there. It will benefit your hair like tremendously. Do you have any oils for hot oil?
I have olive oil that I can use.
Yes, olive oil is perfect. And for hot oil treatments, we just heat up the oil. I don't recommend microwaving the oil. I recommend microwaving a cup of water and then setting the oil in that cup, like taking the cup out of the microwave and setting the oil in the cup, because when you microwave oil, it's losing its pureness, you know. It's
Okay.
losing, so Yeah, just heat that up, put it in your hair, and do it just like you deep condition. Put your plastic cap on and leave it in for an hour, and your hair will be shinier. It will just be more manageable. Yeah, that will definitely help it get back to its strength. So,
Okay.
you gotta keep your hair moisturized. So, what moisturizer are you using?
I'm sorry, what did you say? You were breaking up.
Oh, I said you have to keep your hair moisturized. So, what moisturizer are you using?
I was using the Cream of Nature, the Cream of Nature. It's
Yeah,
in
that
a
has
red
mineral
bottle.
oil.
I
Throw
think
it away. Sorry, that one has mineral oil.
Sorry.
We're gonna throw that away. And by throw it
Oh,
away,
throw
I
it
mean,
away?
I mean put it on the shelf. We're gonna put it on the shelf.
Okay.
Your hair does not need mineral oil right now. That's just clogging up,
Oh,
and that's honestly that's what's when your pores are clogged. That's what's causing shedding, not breakage, but shedding. So we don't want that.
okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna change up on moisturizer. You got another moisturizer you want to try out?
I have no idea. I just been using like I haven't gone to the store and researched stuff yet.
All right.
So
Do you feel like?
suggest anything?
Of course. Do you feel like your hair works better with creamy moisturizers or liquid moisturizers? What is your hair? Gentle like
With creamy.
creamy. Okay. Yeah, moisturizers are a hard one.
Mango butter.
Anybody got any suggestions? What's your favorite moisturizers?
What about the mango butter?
Mango butter got mineral oil in it.
Oh man.
She ain't ready for it.
Oh.
The kind I got, 'cause it's the kind I use.
Yes.
That one got mineral oil. She ain't ready for that.
What about Neutrogena Triple Silk Touch?
Neutrogena is a very light moisturizer.
Oh, she needs a thick.
I'm not sure what she needs. Since you're already using the Neutrogena line, you could try. Just grab some. All right, let's. We got Neutrogena Triple Moisture. Let's go ahead and try that. That's a leave-in
Okay.
and it's a moisturizer, so you can knock two birds with one stone with that. I like that because I hate birds. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Kill two birds.
It's
with
on
one
sale at
stone.
Walgreens.
So it's called Neutrogena Triple Moisture Silk Leave-In Touch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a little balm.
Okay.
It's really, really silky, like the name says. So let's go ahead and moisturize with that. And still seems like you got olive oil already. I would still with the olive oil, not the wild growth oil. With your wild growth oil, I've seen that, and it has amazing ingredients in it. And I've actually just started using that like a week or two ago, and my hair is going crazy. So what I have noticed with that oil is the sulfur and the iron and I think it has phosphoric acid in it. If you're gonna use an oil with that on your scalp, you gotta keep your scalp clean because that will clog your pores like crazy. So when you were saying how you were washing your hair maybe twice a month, that could be the cause of your shedding.
Yeah.
That could be the cause of your shedding. When I use wild growth, it scared me because yeah, my hair was growing, but I was washing it. But there was a time where I went. It was actually this week. I washed my hair, and I got out the shower, and I went to do my normal routine. But when I looked at my roots, they were gray, and that's because the iron was still in there.
Oh wow.
And even though I really scrubbed my scalp, it didn't come out. So I had to use a clarifying shampoo to really, really focus. And my hair is really thick. I haven't relaxed my hair in almost 6 months. So my new growth is really thick, which is probably the cause of it. But my point is, if you're going to continue using that oil and take the risk of your pores being clogged, you might have to wash twice a week. Or wash
Okay.
with, yeah, because that, yes, it has some amazing, like, those ingredients are really, really good. So I'm not gonna say stop using it, but I would say you gotta keep that scalp clean.
Okay, could I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cause I've been using it, cause I noticed after I had Anna, my sides of my temples they went bald, and I used that, and it grew it back. So I wanna continue to use it, but I'll do what you said and wash twice a week
Okay.
with, and then how often should I wash with the clarifying shampoo if I'm gonna use that oil?
That depends
Once a
on,
month?
go ahead and look at your scalp. If you look at your scalp, like say, wash with your regular shampoo. Wash with your regular shampoo, then when you look at your scalp and see if you see any buildup or anything. If you see buildup, go ahead, I would say, what is your clarifying shampoo? Cause that makes a difference.
It's a swab.
Oh, okay, I've never used that one, but that seems soft enough. So I would say if you see that your after you wash and your hair, like mine, I had gray stuff in it. If you see your pores are still clogged, I would say to probably clarify every other week.
Okay.
Because I know that's just a personal problem I had, but I know that you can have the same problem. It's not going to help to have a dirty scalp with that oil. So, and if you have any questions during the week or anything, ask me and we can figure it out. You see that your hair is really reacting well, and you can only go back to once a week. Like, let me know, and we can take it down to once a week, or you feel like 2 is not enough, and you might need to add a co-wash like 3 times a week. You know, or maybe take a break from the oil. But this isn't like in stone. It's just somewhere to start you off.
Okay.
And you also said you use Dew Grow. Now, why do you use 2 different oils on your scalp every other day?
Well,
Wood.
Can't hear you if you're talking. Maybe you accidentally muted the mic.
well,
There you go.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What was your question again?
Yeah.
Why do you also use Dew Grow on your scalp every other week?
Oh, I just got that. I just started using it because I wanted the thickness back in my hair. I used the Dew Grow thick oil
The Mega Thick, yeah. Okay.
because I just want the thickness back in my hair because it just seems like it's thinning.
I got you. The wild growth oil should help with thickness. If the mega thick oil, I've used the oil too. That also thickens up the hair, but the oil is lighter. So
Yeah.
if you want to go ahead and finish up your wild growth oil, like pretty much just stick to that, and then once you run out of that, go ahead and go to the Dew Grow, because putting
Okay.
2 different oils in your scalp is not recommended for someone who's dealing with shedding. I don't recommend that at all. That is serious scalp buildup. Don't do it. So
Okay.
finish up the wild growth. Then once that's done, give your hair a break from all that iron and sulfur, and go to the mega thick. I honestly think you're gonna like mega thick better than wild growth oil, because
Okay.
it just feels better, you know. That should help with the shedding. That should help with the thinning. Breakage. Let's deal with
Okay.
that. How are you wearing your hair? Like every day-to-day style kind of thing?
I just leave it out most of the time. I don't braid it or twist it up or anything because it's, like I said, it's breaking and I don't want to break it anymore.
Okay.
so I just leave it out. I'm not too big on wearing a satin cap, because it just falls off in the morning,
Yeah.
like throughout the night. So I think my pillow is cottony and it's like, it,
Drying your hair.
it's like really soft, but and a satin pillowcase.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and get your satin pillowcase as soon as possible. Those are not expensive, so go ahead and get that ASAP,
Okay.
like as soon as possible. Do that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to wear a headscarf, ain't no big deal. Just get that satin pillowcase. Yes, that will help. Another thing, you say you just wear your hair out. Does your hair touch your shoulders when you just wear it out?
No, not anymore. That's how much it's broken.
Okay, so with you, I haven't seen really paid attention to your ends. But if you look at your ends and you see they're not healthy looking and they're breaking and you got some split ends in there, go ahead and not cut, just trim like maybe a quarter of an inch, just to kind of
Okay.
if there is any damage on there so it doesn't spread and go up the hair shaft. I would like to look at your hair first, because you might not even need to do that. But that could be a reason why it's breaking, because you have split ends and it's just breaking up the hair shaft, which is breaking everywhere. So that could be the reason. If you're gonna wear your hair out, I actually recommend that for you. I actually recommend that you wear your hair out. Keep it moisturized. Bottom line, if your hair is dry, it's gonna break, keep it moisturized at all times. If you're going through the day, you already moisturized and sealed your hair and you feel it's dry, go to the sink right quick and put a little bit of water on it. Just keep it, not wet, just keep it moisturized. So, because your hair seems really dry right now. I think that's what the problem is. Just keep it moisturized. Not, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't put too much product. Don't be like, oh, it's dry, I need to put more hair lotion on it, or it's dry, I need to no.
Okay.
Water is the best way to do it. Go ahead and put your hair lotion on at night or in the morning, like once a day, maybe twice a day, like in the morning and at night. You can do that, but to be like, oh, it's dry, let me put some more on. No, don't do that, because that's product buildup. That's the word I was looking for. It's product buildup. That's gonna clog your pores and you're gonna shed.
That's me.
Okay, because that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing,
Okay.
like with more product on it.
No,
So just stick with just wetting it just a little bit,
just a little bit. You have the hair that can do that.
and
yeah.
then and then use the moisturizer twice a day or once a day.
Whatever your hair is asking for. If you put it on in the morning and you go about the day and you see it's drying up too quick, go ahead and reapply at night. And if you wake up and it's still kind of dry, which happens, go ahead and put it again in the morning. But I wouldn't put it out throughout the day. That's just too much.
Okay.
And keep your hair clean. Just wash it. As long as you're washing your hair, you shouldn't have product buildup. This all sounds like a lot, but we're trying to get your hair is going through a lot. You said shedding, breakage, and thinning. That's a lot. So these steps, they are necessary to get it back. And it's not going to take a long time for you to see results. It may not be, oh, my hair stopped breaking and it stopped shedding and it's thicker at the same time. It's a slow process.
Okay.
But if you keep consistent, it will work. And you're going to be like, whoa, oh, how did my hair get like this? It stopped shedding, blah, 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 this and that. And it's because you were consistent. That's all it is. If you start, you're doing good, you see results, and you stop, believe it or not, those problems can come back. And they will come back. That's just what it is. But if you stay consistent, even if you miss, don't be like, on a fast, oh, I ate before 12, I might as well keep eating. It's like, recognize what you did, get back on it, and your hair will forgive you.
Yes.
I mean, it might cry a little bit, but it'll forgive you. You'll get to, trust me, I know. I fell off a couple of times. I didn't stop, but I was lazy sometimes, and my hair was like, Shanel, you tripping. And like 2 weeks later, I was like, all right, let's get back to this hot oil treatment, and, you know, and stuff like that, and my hair still grew, so. And to everyone, your hair, you can still be doing all the right things and your hair can still not cooperate. I feel like that's normal because everyone goes through it. I don't know if it's just hair being rebellious or what it is, but you come to that point where I know I'm doing everything right, but it's not working for some reason. And I think that's a disciplining stage. I feel like that's a training stage. I feel like it's a phase. It does not last.
Okay.
That phase happens as long as you stay consistent, because me, trust me, I wouldn't give up. I done cut my hair, I was ready to grow, and I felt like it was looking worse than how it was before when I was doing all the wrong things. I'm like, I'm finna just go back to doing the wrong things. I'm gonna go back to flat ironing, I'm gonna go back to mineral oil, I'm gonna go back to grease, I'm gonna go back to not deep conditioning, because what's that doing for my hair? It looks worse. But it's a training, that's why I want to think of it as, it's a training phase. So, long as you keep on the horse and you just keep going, you're gonna eventually get over that mountain, and then it's gonna be all not smooth sailing, but your hair's gonna be a lot more cooperative. Like, why didn't you just tell me you was trying to help me, kind of thing, you know? So, just stay encouraged, everyone. Just stay encouraged. If you're falling off that horse, call me. I will come to the rescue and pick you back up, because I want everyone to succeed. I've seen the results, not just on me, but on many other people, and I know that it works. I know for a fact, whether, you know, you're going through stuff because of, say, sickness, if you're going through stuff because of old age, if you're going through stuff because of pregnancy, there's solutions to everything. Maybe not the same solution for each problem, but there are solutions. Trust me, I know. I've been doing this for almost 3 years now.
Wow.
So I've seen, I've read, I've done my research. I know there are solutions. And don't let pride get the best of you. I don't know why I feel like preaching, but don't let the pride get the best of you. Don't be like, I have not been doing this. I don't want nobody to know, and I'm not gonna fix it. I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. You know, I didn't have nobody to answer to, so it's easy for me to do that. But I'm just saying, I want to help. I want everyone to have long, beautiful, healthy hair. If not long, then beautiful, healthy hair.
Yes.
Okay, everybody?
Yes.
Any other questions, Miss Amira?
I'm thinking, I don't think so. I just think that once I get my hair down and I learn how to take care of my hair and do it consistently, like you said, I'll see results so I can help my girl's hair. Cause woo.
Patience, Miss Amira, patience. That's what you need.
Okay.
That's what I will, yes, I will pray for patience for you. That's a lot of hair to deal
Thank
with.
you.
That is a lot of hair to deal with. So that's what we're gonna work on. Anything else? So we can move on to this. We wanna wrap this up because we going long. I feel like CBC.
You preaching? Oops, sorry.
You good, Miss Amira? And if you have any other questions, Facebook.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. You've been very helpful.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Oh man, everyone give y'all a hand clap praise. Whew. All right, Mr. Bonner. Last but not least.
I don't have anything really to add. It's just I haven't really been doing a regimen. I've been just cutting all my hair off pretty much every couple of weeks. So I have been paying attention though, and I have been listening, mainly to, you know, talk with my wife about hair and stuff. I kind of know a little bit now. But that's it. I don't have much to add.
All right, if I hand clap praise for him, Sharon. And you didn't have no goals or nothing. It was pretty much you had something.
No, I didn't have any goals. I just, like I said, I just cut it all off, and like I said I think a couple times ago, I just wash it to while I keep my scalp moisturized. But that's the extent of what I did. I really didn't do nothing beyond that.
All right, and I've seen your hair, and it don't look like you really need much in your regimen. Seems like whatever you're doing has been working for you. So if it's working, that's what you do.
Hello.
So, you still have no questions? He said it's pretty simple. Okay, I like it. Another successful 6 months. He been looking good. I've been noticing. All right, well,
I have a question.
oh, let's do it.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. What is your question?
Yes.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, sometimes when I wash my hair, now I'm trying to do it the right way as far as not scrubbing, and I use the tips of my fingers. And so I wash it, and I know the first one's just a prep. The second one, wash it, use the palms of the fingertips, whatever. But, and then even conditioner, so I went through it 3 times. Then I get out the shower, my hair is still dirty, or it has like little spots of stuff in it. What else can you do to get your hair more cleaner?
What shampoo are you using?
Either it doesn't matter as far as, because I use 2 different ones, but one I'm using either one. The Suave Clarifying Shampoo or the Herbal Essence, none of your frizziness.
Yes.
What you can do to get cleaner hair, that's an excellent question, by the way. What you can do to get cleaner hair is change the shampoo. Because that means that the shampoo is too light. Because if you are scrubbing, like cleaning your scalp, and you know that you're cleaning it, and it's still, you do it twice and you still got dirty hair, that shampoo's not working for you. That's all that is. It's not cleaning. So it may be hard because you might love your shampoo, but take it up a notch. You said you had thick hair, take it up to a more stronger shampoo. I recommend, ready for this? I recommend, ready?
Yes.
Organic Root Stimulator.
Woo.
They're not paying me to advertise. I just gotta put that out there. Creamy Aloe Shampoo. And you know about that shampoo, because that's that shampoo that comes in your relaxer kit. That one is clarifying, but it's also gentle enough to be used daily.
Wow.
Don't wash your hair every day with that, but once a week with that should be safe. If your hair doesn't like it, we will stop. But for now, I think that shampoo is really, really good and should be a lot stronger than Suave. I really feel like it's a very gentle shampoo, and Herbal Essence. I thought Herbal Essence was pretty harsh, but it seems like you need more than that. So go with that. If the problem persists, we might have to do a treatment with some baking soda. But until then, let's just try this shampoo. And that's it. Your technique should be okay.
Technique. Oh.
Got it?
Got it, thank you.
You're welcome. Give our hand clap praise for that question and solution. Any other last remarks? Overall, I'm very satisfied, very pleased with how the 6-month challenge has gone. Give yourselves a hand clap praise. So glad that there has been progress with 6 months. I know with me, when I first started my journey, I know I mentioned this, which some of you might have forgot, I did a 5-month hair challenge. Not 6 months, it was 5 months. And that was the time where I learned so much about my hair. which is why we did the 6-month challenge, so you guys could see what would work and what wouldn't, and just get to know your hair a little bit. Some of you guys, fell off the bandwagon, weren't so consistent, but it's all a learning process, and now you know better. So what we're gonna do for next time, I'm gonna give you guys a break, which does not mean neglect your hair for a month until we meet again, but what that means is just pretty much keep finding out and seeing what's going on with your hair, because when we meet again, I'm gonna have something for you guys to do. We're pretty much gonna target, just to get you guys to be thinking, we're gonna start targeting specific problems one at a time. Instead of saying, oh, all of this is going on, my hair is just not working, we're just gonna focus on one specific thing. This is for people trying to achieve your goals. If you're doing, if you're achieving your goals, just keep it up. Do what you gotta do, but we need to focus and right now, just keep up to your regimen, find your products, get those products that I mentioned to you. So when we meet next time, I expect you guys to have those products. If you can't get them, see me. And when we meet next time, that's when we're gonna start discussing what we're gonna target and what we're gonna focus on.
I like it.
All right? Because I want everyone to succeed. I really, 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 really do.
Really. Me too.
All right, any last things before we close out? Well, if that be all, go ahead and give Father a hand clap praise. We're gonna transition, bring Pastor up or take a break.
Because I only wanna, yeah. And my eyes light up when I say your name, and it's written all over my face. Tell me, does it make me crazy? Well, maybe I got something that I can't explain, and the beauty of it never changes. It's got me wrapped up, I'm all caught up.
I mean, you know you do that and you ain't gonna get here. Just letting you know.
Yes.
Come on, let's get a father hand clap of praise. Yeah. Come on here, Mr. Shanel. Hand clap of praise. Yeah. Just right quick, I'm not gonna be before you long. I'm gonna stay about another hour or two for, right there.
Oh, yes.
For, you, me, and y'all closing on out. Also, I'm happy for the ones that participated, and I hope you are getting something out of it. It's a lot of hard work, goes into everything. I was over there thinking about how much work I put into everything we do. You, me, and y'all, I know that y'all think I just hit random on music and stuff like that, but it's a lot of work going to everything, and I can imagine Minister Shanel. I've been down that road, and more than she even know, in a lot of different areas. And when you work hard, you're not doing it for money, you're not doing it for fame or fortune. You're doing it as unto y'all. And you, whether you get it or not, whether it's people here or not, you would love to see results. You would love to see people benefiting off of what you have put your time into doing. And sometimes it seems like you get spit in the face, and sometimes it seems like no one appreciates what you're doing. And it's very discouraging, especially she's a young minister, and I remember when I was young, I used to have, no one told me, but whether anyone came or not, I still preached. And I was preaching. She's doing healthy hair, which is very important. And so, for you guys to participate is a big deal. For you guys to use the information. She didn't just take all this time and this hour just to talk. She could have did that at home or on the computer.
Yes.
So Scripture calls giving precious information. Throughout Scripture, it lets you know that information is precious. Precious. As a matter of fact, the word itself, the information itself is the reason why you're able to call our Father.
Yes.
Sure, it's called the word.
Yes.
Information. And so it says when you give your word, your precious information, something that Yah gave you, anything Yah gives you is precious. When you give your precious information to people who are unwilling or unworthy or don't want it, the Bible calls it, one scripture says, it's casting your cares before swines. And I look at that a lot. When you receive information, scripture talks about you receiving it with joy, and then you run out there, and then when life trouble comes along, life things get just a little bit too hard, you don't do it no more. And with this hair thing, that's what, I see a lot. I mean, you can stand up and say before us and say anything you want to say. Now realize you're standing before Yah, whether you hear or not. Everybody know what you did. Everybody know what you're doing most of the time, especially in a close-knit group. So when you act like something, I don't know why it is, and you know why. I love what Minister Warner had said. I don't know if, you guys understood that. He could have lied, he could have made excuses. But like he said, he wasn't really paying attention. And he did, he was participating, but he had no regimen and stuff, and he was doing, he said the truth. And like Mr. Shanel said, his health not broken, we need to fix it. And he'll probably learn more, probably keep up more now. Because what I try to do, I try to keep myself interested. Because a lot of this stuff with men, we don't really care. One way or the other, we don't care about that stuff. But because it's something that the Father offered to us, that's what makes me come in and say, okay, let me see what I can learn today. Because believe me, I know a lot about hair too. I know a lot about, I got a lot of useless facts. It's useless to me because you can never sit up there and cold wash. I mean, we sit up, when you go to the barber shop, I'm pretty sure you don't see no guys talking about I cold wash and then I use some conditioner
Yes.
at time, and when I add a little turn, it was just too heavy for my head.
Yes.
No, we sit down and say, okay, cut it off.
Yes.
Well, me, everybody else, the regular. But I looked at this as an opportunity to try something new and to keep myself interested in the hairstyle and something feasible because it's hard for me to do that. The reason I'm talking right now, to put a seal upon what has been said, because people think they know how spiritual things work and they don't have a clue. Your leader or whoever's in charge, he has to seal it, approve it. It's like licking the envelope, or putting a stamp on it, making sure it arrives to the proper destination under the anointing.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
I had to get up and walk out of here at one point. I had to take medicine, but then I had to eat and take the medicine, but then I didn't want to eat. I was getting angry because the wrong spirit was trying to come in. And it was unnecessary. You gotta be real. I mean, know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I saw, let me say something, and I don't care if you don't stay here this long, I'm not gonna give you 5, 10 minutes. I saw how Shanel looked yesterday. And for her to come up here today looking good, talking like ain't nothing wrong, that's faith. Because she wasn't looking like that yesterday. That's faith. That's called stepping into your faith. It's called using your faith.
Yes.
I got to do this, I'm going to do it by faith. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I seen her do that, and I seen her come in, and I thought she was gonna, really, honestly, I thought she was gonna cancel it. Or, like I suggested to her, do something different tonight, and wait till a time when everyone's here so we can make a big deal out of it, but she was persistent. And unless it's going against the anointing, I'm not gonna say anything.
No.
Handle your business. But if it's going against what y'all said, then that's when I stop. So I expect you to run your house. When I came here and the Father was speaking to me all day today and just telling me different stuff. And I was sharing with Elder Felina different stuff. And right where you at, all that you have learned, and this is what blows my mind about this, the minute part that you use of what Minister Shanel taught you, the minute part, something that you never knew before, that you apply, and I know you got good results. Yeah, there was nobody here who didn't try something and got bad results. I just think if you kept going.
See, yep. Thank you, Father.
It's the same way with the word. The little that you do use, you get great results. And I love the way she put it when she talked about the fast. Just because you mess up, that don't mean stop.
Yes.
See, when you give it all to Yah, that's when you give it all to Him. And you can move by faith.
I love it.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I can give it all to Yah when it comes to stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
But there are other areas in my life where that I don't, and I work on it. And I have to work on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Minister Chanel's hair. She said, I was up here co-washing and you didn't even know it. I'd be up here hurting and you don't even know it.
Yes.
But she didn't tell you about the other stuff that was going on that you didn't even know.
Right.
It's called faith. I'm saying this for a reason. I'm saying this for a reason. There are people that come in here in this ministry that come across my mind and I try to get word to them of danger coming their way. And just to show something like danger come their way. And everybody in this ministry, I was telling them danger was coming their way, and I don't know how many were prepared and how many was praying against it and all this other stuff. Now this morning I woke up, man, fine, and you know, I had been dealing with stuff all night, and then I fell asleep and I woke up and I felt like I had a cold. I don't get colds.
No.
I know that Pastor, you've been in the hospital. I don't get sick. I do not get sick. That's just not me. Stuff happened to me be that weird science stuff. They have to sit up and scratch their head and wonder what in the world going on.
Yes.
But me get a cold, that don't happen. And so I felt, I was like, I'm trying to cough. What's up with this?
Exactly.
And, one time I ever coughed was drainage. You know, my allergies try to, and I said, somebody must, this ain't me, somebody is hurting. Somebody needs some prayer. Then I heard Minister One on, and I was like, well, there it is. There it is. I know Camirium and they had all the stuff that went on with it. I was right there in the middle of that too. But I know that's one of the one I was already dealing with that. But then Mr. Warner got on and I knew something was up, and he told me a little bit. And so because we're connected, and evidently I wasn't praying that way, the Father said, hey, you got one over there.
Thank you, Father.
See, I'm saying this for a reason. We got this thing called me, you, and Yah. Did I say it right?
You.
Now you, me, and Yah. You, me, the wise first. You, me, and Yah. We got this thing called you, me, and Yah. It gives you an opportunity to worship to go one mind, one accord, and one passion. It ain't don't bother me if nobody knows. I don't know if you, everybody been in the ministry now, I've been here for years, and I don't know if you realize that or not, but it don't bother me if nobody don't show up, because I'm doing what my father told me. I love you guys. And I found out that, and tell me if I'm lying, teachers and ministers, that when the Father give you a word, it be a quick thing. The problem is putting it down so that people can receive it.
Yes.
I can see Shanel's mind working. When she knew the answer, she was just trying to say it so that we idiots can understand
Yes.
it. I don't know how else to say it. Use water. How many times can I say don't press, do not, and I repeat, do not relax your hair after you just put glue in the middle of your head.
Yes.
That's just like dropping your shields in the middle of a war.
Ooh, wow.
I'm
That's
messing
a
with
good
them
analogy.
because we was laughing
Yes.
about it. Because of them, we was messing.
Yes.
And it is so ridiculous. And I was hoping she was able, Minister Shanel was able to minister and get that point across, because I know she knew the answer. And that takes experience. So what the Father give you that quick word and you come up here and heck with a problem, not only trying to get it down so that people understand, but then all of a sudden you got your own bright ideas you want to throw in the mix.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And that always happens. And that goes the same when you go home and Minister Shanel say, okay, use coconut shampoo.
Yes.
Now you use coconut shampoo 2 times and now you think you're smart and you want to just try a little something extra.
Oh, that's the truth right there.
Now I told you your hair is on lockdown. You can't have happy hair right now. Well, I just wanted to try. Now you bite down to ground zero.
See there?
Happy, happy, happy.
Oh, that's the truth, man.
I'm saying this for a reason.
Wow.
Because I have a dream,
Yes.
for real. And when we started Healthy Hair, I thought it was longer than 3 years. I thought we've been doing it about 2 years myself. And I can never forget, I saw my daughter had her own internet show, had over 1,000 people watching, receiving email out to Yahoo. And I'm like, well, how long you been doing hair?
Yeah.
I just got serious about it about a couple of months ago. That look like you're gifted. You are anointed. And then the Father told me a little bit of time after that, share the wealth to the ministry. Have her get up and tell what you know about hair. And that's what I'm looking back on it, and she got up here and I was impressed.
Yes.
Because to be honest with you, I thought I knew more than she did when she got up here. Because I know not believe me. And I found out I ain't in her league. It's just like when I went on I thought I was an expert in Star Trek.
Uh-oh.
I really did. I'm telling you, man, I thought I was an expert
Yeah.
in Star Trek, and I needed some competition. I needed somebody to talk to. And I went to StarTrek.com and I became a partner. And I'm rolling, I just thought I had Star Trek down. I could tell you the episode, but I can't tell you the name, but I can tell you what happened. And I could roll with you and all this and that. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up in here. I'm gonna write my story. They had a contest, write a story of what happened in Picard and Kirk get together. And oh, I can roll with this. And I got up on there to discuss with the fellow nerdy heads. And,
Yes.
and the first question of discussion was, on episode 2369 of the show of scene 4862, how did the Klingon whisker get through the beam?
Yes.
You know what I did?
What was that?
I didn't read the other question, I just logged out.
Pride hurt.
Oh, yes.
I said, ain't no way in the universe, I don't know what these people talking about.
No.
Oh, man.
I'm going back to kindergarten.
Yes.
Going back to
Happy,
happy.
happy.
Find out you don't know nothing, so you learn.
Yes.
And wherever you're gifted in, you will grow and expand. The thing is, what makes you prosper? What makes Shanel prosper? What makes anybody? You give to the anointing. You give your all to Yah. I heard it so many times today, and I had woke up thinking, you give it all to Him.
Thank
Minister Born to drive back and forth, sacrifice. What
you.
He did, just
Yes.
his heart.
Yes.
When we was stuck on the side of the road, the man was almost turned around. I mean, I don't know how many people in the world do that. I don't know how far he was, but he wasn't in Orlando. And that type of stuff, you get blessed.
Yes.
And people are like, wow, why are you prospering? Look at Miss Shanel, she prospering. Why is she prospering? But look at what she's doing. She got better things she could be doing. No, she don't.
Other stuff.
Oh. Get some groceries.
No, she don't.
Oh, they ain't better.
She got other things, and she knows she got her priorities straight. I know what I'm saying. She got her priorities straight. So you give it all and you prosper. Kamira helped out the other women. And when you help folks out, you help it out of what? It's unto y'all. Everything you do is unto y'all.
Yes.
That's how you prosper. Don't think you're not going to prosper. Everybody in here, I told you that, be ready to fight. How do you know that you love? How do you know you're a disciple? That you love one another.
Yes.
How we love one another. I want to throw that clip out there and close it to seal up this great time. I saw a lot of me in Minister Shanel.
She preaching.
Yeah, she had started preaching.
Oh,
She had left out of that.
That's
Yeah, that I'm just doing it out of obedience mode. That thing had become real to me.
Yes.
And she was up there talking. And I said, I wonder, do they feel like I feel right now? When I'm just talking to one person. She talked the other hour. I stopped listening about 30 minutes into it. Then she talked to Kamira for an hour. I mean, just talking.
Bye.
Talking. What she said? What you say, huh?
Talking.
Yeah, she still doing that. Talking. That thing became real.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
this is the point of the whole conversation. The whole thing. I was praying, and the Father was telling me, because I was concerned about time, and I was concerned about the proper time to do stuff, and not adding on to what the Father once said, and just doing what He said. No, just a new level of excellence. And He said, the reason why you go on like you do, because I tell you to. Because in your spirit, and this is what Minister Shanel called a whole load today. Elder Lanier knows it too, because she doesn't talk to Minister Warner and the other thing. You guys know what I'm saying to be true. Kamira, you probably hear that too. That you got something that unless you deliver, unless you have that baby, you can't stop labor. You can't stop the push. And you know there's one thing that you got to say. You don't know what it is, but you know this message ain't complete until you deliver whatever it is you got to say. And Shanel went to each individual and she didn't stop until she said whatever it is that she had to say.
Yes.
And moved on to the next one.
Yes.
That's that anointing.
Yes.
That what the Father told me, that you know that you must have it's a proper time to deliver a proper word. And that door is only open for so long. And you feel that pressure. So that's why you keep talking. There's only a certain season to do stuff in.
Yes.
And then you got to move on.
Thank you,
There's only a certain season. Why the door is open? Why is yet still time? Seek Yah. Amen.
Father. Amen.
I ain't planning on being up here this long, but like I said, I want to do another 2 hours of you being young. Because he told me to. And then we'll call it a night. So if you want to keep listening, I advise you to do that. Because you never know. I might catch a word.
Amen.
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 Amen. So we're not going to do requests tonight. I'm going to finish playing this playlist that the Father put in my heart. I hope you get something out of it. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. And I need my that thing over there. When I get back over there, I'm going to read first. It's just Colossians.
Oh.
Colossians 3rd chapter.
I'll bring it to you.
Somebody hanging up on the radio.
Yes.
Colossians 3rd chapter. Now we switch back on over to you, me and y'all. You got something you want to ask me? Everybody's connected to Ustream, so you shoot it to me. And eat and what's that thing called?
Skype.
Turn it on.
Yeah, Skype and
I mean, yeah.
phone.
Text.
Text me the question.
Messenger.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
text message, yeah. Then I'm gonna sign on also on Yahoo in case you can't get me there. And when I say okay, that means I got you or whatever you're trying to say. And who knows, I might play a request now and then. It depends on what's going on. But right now, Colossians 3rd chapter 12 through 17. This is the verses we do, and this is why we do you, me, and Yah. Put on therefore as elect of God, holy and beloved, vows of mercy, kindness, humbleness, as mercies, but as kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Now let the peace of God rule in your hearts, to the which ye are also called in one body, and be ye thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. You know, it's on that word there's on the season. There's the words of Christ. He said, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in songs and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by him. Now this very point, Minister Pointer, I don't know if you're still on or not, but I need to know, if you're still on, I just text you, so I'll get over there. If I don't see you on, then I'll just get a hold of you separately. But I need you guys, if you're gonna text me pretty quick, because I got stuff to do. And can't be interrupted because I have to make a couple of CDs, and when you make CDs, if someone texts you it on mine, it's not gonna make it. Amen?
Amen.
Okay.
Turn it up, Chris.
Oh, what numbers we read for? Read for RTM and Gibeon.
Yes.